Alright everybody, welcome. We are out here on the obstacle course. We're going to run the infamous YFGXFXF. How does it go? YFGXFXF LCG chassis. Let's take a closer look. It's the BD Crawler clone carbon friber. It's the BD Crawler clone carbon chassis. Anyway, it's the Amazon or eBay. I'm doing a terrible job here, but you've all seen this chassis. I'm running basically a 10.2 drivetrain. Hobbywing 1080 ESC with the Holmes Hobbies 540 can. Crawlmaster Sport in the 16 turn variant with the Vanquish Curry F whatever. I don't know, F9 or 10er axle. Up front, stock rear. It's got Chinese internet shocks. J-Concepts landmines, and I got the Savox 1230 SG servo with chickens in the background like always. Dang, that's a steep climb right there, folks, and we just walked it. We just walked that. So that's cool. Must be because everything's clean, as in we've had some rain and snow and there's nothing on the rocks like dust and debris. Let's see if we can get up this one. There it is. Give it a little bounce to get up. Super neat. Oh yeah, we've got the RC4WD Mojave body there. Yeah, when this surface is clean, this thing climbs. These J-Concepts tires do really well, so that's cool. I'm gonna make my way over to the super difficult storm drain pipe obstacle here. I got dipped out a bit on that little log here. So see, yeah, dude, this traction is incredible right now. That's awesome. That part is usually extremely difficult to get over. I usually have to set up for a bounce and bounce it. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna just basically on-site that climb. Super good. Okay, I'm gonna turn around here. We're gonna climb it the opposite way. This side, or this direction, isn't quite as difficult. Oh yeah, no problem. Which is great when the traction's good. That's a pretty steep climb though. I'd say at least 50 plus degrees. I mean, and then it steepens up at the top really. You can see how steep that is. It's pretty neat climb there. You can see those metal boat sides on that thing. That's some tin sheet that I've cut and mounted on there. It kind of catches the body catchment boat side. It's pretty handy. Does the trick. I'm going to try to get a turn on this rock and then see if we can't. Oh yeah, we're going to probably lose it. Try not to lose it. come over here and climb this other doohickey. Vanquish, mix of Vanquish links and element links to get that. Maybe they're all Vanquish, I can't recall. No, the fronts are Vanquish for the 10-2, and I think the rears are, I didn't exactly capture that, so we're going to do it again, but the rears are custom bent element links from the Night Runner, because it had a pretty long wheelbase, and I figured that I would do a custom bend mod on those. Uh-oh. Trouble. We saved it. It's a salvage yard out here. I got a stick that's giving me trouble, trying to get a ride along. Bellied out. Nice. Alright. Let's move along. Let's go somewhere else. We've got a little bit of standing water here in this little ditch that I'm going to try to avoid. I don't really care for mud or water, but we're going to set up to do a couple of these lines up this little concrete section. Starting here. A little bit of a mild side hill. Yeah, this is going to be no real difficulty in this at all. Just got to find your way up. I kind of got offline there a bit, but there's a bunch of different, you know, approaches and whatnot that you can do. So that's cool. A little bit of a backup here. And we're going to kind of come over here. We got a little chunky, ledgy concrete section that, geez, this isn't even fun because the traction's so good right now. Everything's so traction-y, except for my shoes. I'm going to kind of climb in here so we can kind of get an eyeball at this obstacle. It's in a natural kind of ravine that I've just layered with concrete. There's this little line right here. It's quite steep. And it just leads up. That's the left side. Kind of just funnels you into that exit, but there's also this middle line and then a right side line and then a far right side line. So this would be the middle line, which can be tricky. You got a little bit of a diff hanger. I forgot to mention I have incision drive shafts on this also, and I'm running the Radiolink RC4 radio system. So, but that was the middle line. So now we're going to kind of attempt to cross over into the right side line, which can be kind of, it can be a bit of a trick, and that one requires a little bit more wheel speed. So I'm just going to back down, and then we're going to look at this. I don't know that it's possible. I know traction, oof, that was not ideal. Traction is good, but I don't know that I can get this line. It's never been done with this rig. And that's not, like, I don't want to beat the crap out of everything, so, but wheel speed, not just wheel speed, because you're not really trying to, the wheel speed's not the complete answer. It's just coming in fast with a good approach. Oh geez, and that's terrible. It'll give you a good view of the chassis with the boat sides and whatnot. I got the sliders on here are G-Speed V3 chassis sliders, so they just so happen to match that angle on the skid just about right. So I'm going to try to get over a bit. Okay, now I'm going to try to hit this thing. Yeah, that's going to be a trick. Oh, I forgot about, there's several other lines right here that I forgot to mention. I failed to mention. There's this one, which is sort of a step up lumpy deal, lumpy step up. And it can be done by having speed and... What the heck was that? Maybe we'll see that on camera, but I hit that with enough gusto that the lid went flying out of my bucket. Maybe it's because the handle flopped. We had a handle flop on my 5-gallon bucket that removed the lid. Anyway, I mentioned that bucket in a Holmes Hobbies video comment the other day, what my favorite scale item was, and it was that little 5-gallon bucket that I made out of a Dremel cutoff wheel container. It's got a paper clip handle with wire insulation for the grip, and it's all stickered up, kind of a sticker bomb. So that's my favorite scale item. Anyway, let's try this again. So I missed it. You can't really, with the 1.9 you belly out, 1.9 rig bellies out. If you can make it past that first job there, you belly out on the upper part. But anyway, the best way is to just hit it. Hit it with some speed and carry it through. And hope for the best. Oh geez, I am stuck. Okay, we're gonna get it off the top. A little bit of an undercut up there. I've dug it out by getting stuck a few times, but let's try and do it again. What do we got going here? I forgot also to mention that I got the old pinched and dovetailed bed in front on that. So I'm trying for this, I'm all over the place right now, I can't focus. Trying for this center line, but I keep going off to the left. I'll do the right line next, if I can just... Oh geez, this is getting tricky, the tires are wet. Okay, we're gonna fake this section here. I'm gonna back it up to the... Oh, I slid off. Idiot! Okay, now I'm that far. Can't really just crawl it, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna ease her back, and I'm gonna hit it and launch over just like that. I'm gonna turn around, and we're gonna come down it, and I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna go up the right side of that one because it's kind of a cool little... It's much easier. Maybe if the tires weren't wet, it would be much easier. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle now that I got the tires all wet. Anyway, we'll do it like this then. Fail. I'm not going to be able to do it. I got my tires all sloppy. Anyway, you go up through that notch. Maybe I can launch through it. walk it back a little, turn it. There it is. We'll get it now. Just like that. Okay. Now we'll head off somewhere else after I come down this impossible deal. Moving on. Okay, so we're gonna do this walk the plank obstacle to teeter-totter. We'll see how that goes. Got to get into the plank here. Get on the plank. Walk it. It's it's not terribly difficult, but you can end up with bad tire placement and end up sliding off and all that stuff. And usually that happens with this rig on this little doohickey right there. And we'll try and get a let's try it like this so you can see what's going on. You got to kind of get into it and sort of see that. I'm pretty crossed up, stuffed on the front right and stuffed on the left rear. But what that has caused is a sort of a slider issue, whether it's chassis on that wood or it's the actual slider. But you gotta, uh-oh, now I really messed it up. Yeah, see, I screwed it up. So there's a conflict that happens there. If you don't do it right, you end up knocking the rear end off and sliding it down the thing, which is like basically a fail. But that leads into the teeter-totter. And we're kind of going to see the wood traction right now seems to be pretty good. And this rig does well on the teeter-totter, usually. I gotta just, oh geez, don't mess it up. It's in the worst spot to be messing up. It's gonna be messed up. So you gotta get it to go. Once you get that weight shifted, everything should be good. That took a little more effort, and I think it's because this bottom part of the teeter-totter is sitting in the dirt, and it's gotten itself nice and wet. So it sort of doesn't really like to transfer the weight properly on that heavy end. So anyway, we're going to make our way through some of this stuff. You've all seen this stuff before in previous videos. I'm not doing any of the more technical climbs. I'm going to just make my way through this little platform here up to the top of the deck, and then down the fishnet climb, descent under the rope bridge, which you've seen the parts bin build execute. Level 10 skill on that one. Let's get that buck in action on replay here. You can see what that looks like. It's pretty cool. Let's do it again. So you approach that log. You come and approach that log, and then you just hit the throttle, and it bucks it over. Perfect. Did I even get it? I don't think I got it. So we're going to do it again, because I'm a terrible camera guy here. Approach the log, goose it, and get a good buck out of her. So then we're in the trail now, just a random rock trail. finding a line wherever it exists. So I'm going to kind of come over here and see what we can do. This is a pretty difficult crack to traverse. It's going to take a little bit of a bounce. Ooh, I fell in. Fell in again. Okay, so we're going to bail out on that, and we're just going to cross that rock. Bellied out. Bailed out, bailed out, bailed out. There it is. Got it. We're going to twist our way through this. And we went offline on purpose there, so I'm going to reset down here so we can capture this. I'm going to kind of come up right there. We're going to make our way bellied out a little to this stumpy side hill. This log, it's got a good side hill on it. And then we'll try not to fail. So that's cool, made that no problem. We're going to come down here to this extra difficult line and see if we can conquer it. This rig and the Capra AR-60 axle truck are the only ones that can get this line, and this one's going to pretty much walk it, I think, if I don't screw it up. I screwed it up, so anyway, we won't worry about that. We're just gonna do oh, I'm diffed out in the rear right in this little section. It can be tricky. Oh gosh. Let's try again. Yeah. Extra fail. Anyway, we're crossing it that way. Make our way up here. I got that 5-slot torque on this thing. It seems to be doing pretty well. Crawlmaster Sport. And that's a tricky hook you got to get in there to get it to pull over. And I'm bellying out on everything. This is a belly dragger by definition. So let's see if we can't come across this log here at a pretty big angle and make that suspension get all twisty. Yeah, I didn't do it. Let's try again. Let's try again. Need to exhibit a little more throttle control here. Ooh, we're gonna have it unload on us. Yeah, pretty good. We're going to go the other direction, though, because I think that... What the heck is going on? Alright, I see how it is. Okay. We're going to come at this from a different angle, because I think we'll benefit from that a little better. I'm trying to watch this suspension get all crossed up. Yeah, there we go. We got that. It's twisted as far as it can go each way, and it's dragging the belly. So that's pretty neat. Let's see if it can drop in to that side hill without flopping over. Oh, nice. Nice weight transfer. Drag brake's holding pretty well. Nicely done. Okay, well, I'm thinking that's probably it. Pretty well wrapped. I'm just doing a couple simple lines here. I'll do this last one here, kind of. Ah, what a joke. I'm gonna do a different one then. We're not done yet. I'm gonna do this as a pretty cool little climb if you can do it. Let's see if I can get in for a good close-up. Oh yeah, we got it. Loading it up. Loading up that Holmes Hobbies brushed Crawlmaster Sport. I kind of want to do a dig setup on this truck. Maybe I'll swap that other transmission out that's in the parts bin build, or get another one. It was only 35 bucks shipped from China, so pretty affordable. Or I get it on Amazon right now for like 50 bucks, 55 bucks, something like that, 60 bucks, who knows. This is probably my best performing rig here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention those J Concepts are mounted on a set of RC 4-wheel drive deep dish Steelies. It might not be RC 4-wheel drive, it's hard to tell. I can't remember. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, there we go. Got an interesting, here it is. And we'll leave it at that. That'll be that. Thanks for watching.